What if the world you live in is not the world as it is, but a version filtered through beliefs you didn't even choose? From the moment you were born, your mind began downloading rules, limits, identities, and now, like a complex simulation, your reality responds to those invisible codes. You walk through life thinking you're free, but what if your decisions are just pre-programmed responses to outdated beliefs running in the background? This isn't just philosophy. It's physics, neuroscience, and consciousness theory colliding to reveal a truth many aren't ready for. The world you see is not reality itself. It's your version of it. And until you question the system, you're stuck living inside it, reacting instead of creating. But here's the shift. What if you could rewrite the code, not just escape the simulation, but master it? Most people live inside a simulation without ever realizing it. Not because we're inside some digital matrix controlled by machines, but because our minds are constantly projecting reality through deeply embedded subconscious beliefs. These beliefs are not just ideas, they are instructions. They tell your brain what to notice, what to ignore, who to trust, what you deserve, and what's even possible for you. And the scariest part? Most of these beliefs were installed when you were too young to understand what was happening. Childhood experiences, cultural programming, religion, school systems, and emotional traumas all left their fingerprints on your mental code. Now, as an adult, you live inside the simulation those beliefs built. This is why two people can walk through the exact same life circumstances and experience completely different realities. This idea isn't just metaphysical, it's backed by neuroscience. Your brain uses belief systems to organize reality. It filters billions of data points per second, deciding what to let in based on your existing expectations. This is called predictive coding. In other words, your mind is not reacting to reality. It's predicting it and then confirming that prediction. Think of your beliefs as algorithms, running silently in the background, interpreting everything before your conscious mind even notices. If you believe people can't be trusted, your brain will highlight evidence that confirms that. If you believe money is hard to earn, opportunities will be filtered out before you even see them. Your simulation isn't the truth. It's a reflection of the filters you forgot were there. Here's where things get deeper. When you believe something strongly enough, it becomes your reality. You stop questioning it, you defend it. And worst of all, you limit yourself by it. Let's say someone grew up in a household where emotions were unsafe. As an adult, they may believe vulnerability leads to rejection. That belief creates an emotional simulation. They push people away, misinterpret kindness as manipulation, and live in a lonely loop without knowing why. The simulation feels real, but it's only a mirror of their unconscious programming. And because the simulation responds to your beliefs, the same pain repeats over and over. You're not cursed, you're not broken, you're just running outdated software. But here's the awakening. If beliefs can build the simulation, they can also break it. Now let's talk about free will, or the illusion of it. You may feel like you're making choices every day, where to work, who to love, what to say. But what if those choices are just options inside a narrow menu shaped by your programming? Free will isn't truly free when it's trapped inside subconscious conditioning. You might be choosing, but only from the list of possibilities your beliefs allow. This is why some people sabotage relationships, procrastinate their dreams, or stay stuck in toxic environments, not because they want to suffer, but because their simulation tells them it is safer this way. The familiar pain is less threatening than unfamiliar success. And so the cycle continues. You think you're steering the ship, but the autopilot is still on. The good news? You can wake up. You can question the simulation. You can rewrite the beliefs that are shaping your personal matrix. The first step is becoming conscious of the code. Start noticing your internal dialogue, the thoughts that repeat like broken records. Journal them, interrupt them. Ask, who gave me this belief? Is it still true today? What would I do if I didn't believe this? These small questions are powerful glitches in the system. They expose the cracks in the illusion and create space for new perspectives. Meditation, shadow work, and inner child healing are not just emotional tools. They are ways to access the root-level files of your programming. Every time you bring a subconscious belief into the light, you take back control of the simulation. Here's where the quantum layer comes in. In quantum physics, the observer affects the observed. Nothing exists in a fixed state until it is measured or witnessed. In other words, reality is not stable. It's shaped by awareness. When you shift your attention, you shift your world. If you change the belief, the behavior changes. The emotions change. The outcome changes. This is not magic. This is consciousness in action. This is why affirmations, visualizations, and identity work can be so powerful. They are not just mental exercises. They are updates to your simulation. When you install new beliefs with emotional intensity and repetition, you start changing the field around you. The simulation begins to reconfigure itself in real time. Let's go deeper. Reality is multidimensional. You are not stuck in one timeline. Every moment, you are choosing which version of reality you align with, not with your wishes but with your beliefs. Want a better job, a healthier body, or more aligned relationships? Don't just chase the goal. Transform the version of yourself who receives it. Ask, what does that version of me believe? Then begin to install those beliefs now. Live from them, speak from them, act from them, even before you see the evidence. This is how you collapse timelines. You don't wait for the simulation to change. You change first, and the simulation responds, and yes, it will resist. Your nervous system is wired for safety, not success. The moment you try to break the pattern, fear will show up. Doubt. Old thoughts will scream, "This won't work. Who do you think you are?" That's not failure. That's feedback. It means the system has detected a threat, a disruption in the old code. Don't stop. Keep going. This discomfort is the doorway. Every time you persist beyond resistance, you create new neural pathways. The simulation starts bending in your favor. It starts looking more like freedom, less like fate. Eventually, you realize the simulation was never the enemy. It was a mirror. It was always showing you what you believed, what you feared, what you avoided. And now, you get to become the conscious architect of your own reality. You are no longer trapped in a maze of mental limitations. You're redesigning the maze. Better yet, you're realizing there never was a maze. Only choices, only reflections, only levels of awareness. You were never here to escape the simulation. You were here to remember that you're the one who built it. So now the question isn't whether you're in a simulation. The question is, what simulation are you choosing to run today? Are you replaying the past? Are you reinforcing old stories? Or are you ready to upgrade the system? Not from fear, not from shame, but from clarity, from power, and from truth. The truth that your beliefs are not who you are. They're tools, they're scripts, and at any moment you can write a new one. You don't need permission, you don't need proof. You just need presence and a willingness to become the version of you who no longer needs the old code to feel safe. So here's your moment. Pause, breathe, close your eyes, and ask yourself, what's one belief I'm ready to uninstall today? Name it, release it. Then ask, what was one belief I'm ready to install in its place? Choose it, feel it, live it. Not someday, but now. Because the simulation responds to presence, it responds to emotion, it responds to intention. You are not a victim of the system, you are the system. And the more conscious you become of that truth, the more your reality transforms. If this message stirred something in you, if you felt the glitch, the opening, then don't let it fade. Subscribe. Share this with someone who's ready to wake up too. And leave a comment below. What's the one belief you're ready to rewrite? This isn't just a video. It's an invitation to shift timelines, to reclaim your mind, to escape the simulation by mastering it.